RCB has almost always had a great team on paper.
Exactly.
You look at the paper, you look at the team, you're like, this is a champion team. I was at the Unbox event yesterday. I saw the team. I'm like, okay, these people can win it this time.
You know, on average, how much an IPL player makes? So the top IPL player makes anywhere between $2.5 million.
Now, a big controversy comes into the picture when Lalit Modi moves out, like BCCI asked him to move out of the whole system, and he's not in India, he's sitting somewhere abroad. What was this controversy all about? It is said, and it has been said, that Dawood Ibrahim has been a part of IPL in some or the other way.
Like, you have any idea how much the IPL is worth? It's worth around $15 billion.
What are you saying?
$15 billion.
What are those 2-3 things that sets Kohli apart from other cricketers in the world?
He's just out there to hunt.
Welcome back to yet another episode of Unsaid Feeling with Shanky. Today's topic is something that our country loves, the IPL. And that is why we have two guests today, which is Kirti and Kailash, who are going to give us inside details of what IPL looked like when it started, how big is IPL, and some crazy insiders about cricket and IPL altogether. So, if you are an IPL fan and if you love watching cricket, this episode is for you. And with that, we are sitting again at our favorite studio, which is the Taper Fox studio in Indranagar, Bangalore. If you are a creator, you are a business looking forward to shoot your podcasts, this is the place for you. With that, keep watching and keep learning. So, hi Kailash, hi Kirti, how are you guys doing first of all?
Doing great.
Doing great, yes.
So, Kailash, you've already been in this episode, in our podcast earlier, and Kirti, this is the first time. But today, the topic, I think what we discussed last time was more around relationships and other things. Today, we are going to stick solely to IPL. Okay, because IPL is just about to start from 22nd of March, and there is always, it is known to be one of the biggest festivals of India. We can say, like, it is considered to be one of the festivals in India. When IPL starts, the whole family sits together, they're watching this game, they're enjoying. So I really want to get deeper into it because I know you, both of you, have like great knowledge of cricket, and I want to get deeper into of how IPL actually started and where is it right now in the country and where do you think it can go ahead. Okay, so starting with the very first question, तुम लोग के favorite teams कौन से हैं?
You should. Cool. RCB, bro. I think I've been very out loud about. I'm an RCB boy.
RCB boy. I think you have always been very loud on your with your content as well. I mean, you've posted few content about RCB. So
RCB. From day one until today.
But okay, I have to ask you this. This is what like everyone asks the RCB fans. How do you feel when RCB has not won any trophies so far?
Bro, it's really sad. No, you've had the best of the best players. Like, we've had the best bowlers. We've had people like Dale Steyn, Murthy Muralitharan. We've had Mitchell Stark. We had the best batsmen. We've had AB de Villiers, Chris Gale, Rahul Dravid. We've had Virat Kohli, like probably the biggest, right? We've had the best all rounders also. We've had Jack Callis, bro. He's the best all rounder.
Crazy.
But somehow we still not managed to win a cup. No, it's of course it's really heartbreaking, but that's the game, right? Like, you don't win every day. I mean, in this case,
But-
we've never won, but it's really heartbreaking. That's
What
all.
would you say as an RCB fan? Like what would you say? Like what are the first 2-3 words that will come out of your mind?
You'll
from
have to
your-
beep it out. Like, you can't. I can't say what I want to say without you having to.
Okay, we'll come to that.
Yeah.
Which is your favorite team, Kirti?
See, right from even the start of IPL, right, like when the auction happened, the first auction happened, and I saw the teams, I'm like, okay, Chennai is my team.
And because of Dhoni?
See, part of the reason, yes, definitely, because I've always been a fan of the way he operates on field. But yeah, it's not just that. It's also we had like Chennai has almost always had the best team composition. Has always had the best management, and things are very very different. Like you can see it. You can see the players that go into Chennai and who exit Chennai come out as different players.
different people.
It's something there in their coaching style, something. I don't know what. This is all behind closed doors, but yeah, it's always been Chennai for me. It's a team that's very close to my heart. So whenever IPL starts, say I'm from Bangalore, I speak Kannada. I've been born and brought up here. And when people find out I mean, in my friends groups, so we have like such crazy
Yeah.
banters.
It's not banter, bro. It's
It's
at
a
a point
fight.
where we just abuse each other.
I'm the only one who supports Chennai, and we are a group of like 15, 20 people.
Yeah.
And when there is an RCB CSK match, it's like I'm just an alone, like lone.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
is
yeah.
the RCB number is always higher than the CSK number when you're
Number
sitting with your
meaning?
friends? Like
Yeah,
the number
bro.
of people
Everybody is
supporting.
an RCB support except for like one or two.
So you guys are friends for like almost
Yeah.
8 years.
7, 8 years,
Okay.
yeah.
7, 8 years, yeah.
Has it ever been a point where you're watching IPL together, you're watching CSK play RCB, and you've had a conversation like that? You had
Every year. Every year. Every bro, 1 year it was my birthday, okay? On my birthday, RC was playing CSK. CSK lost that day. Bro, you don't know what we did that day. We're throwing chairs around, we're getting them drunk, we're pushing them into the pool, we're doing bro, everything that we did that day, it was just physical abuse after a point. That every year we're abusing each other.
So when we talk about CSK and RCB, it's exactly like two opposite teams. In a
Why?
way, in a way, CSK have won the most number of trophies. RCB has won zero trophies.
Okay.
Okay, and why do you think that there is a difference? Because when you look at both the teams together, as you mentioned, and as you mentioned that both the teams have really strong players, but do you think RCB is not able to win because of bad luck, or is it the management problem?
It's a little bit of everything, I think. Some years we focused on extremely big names, and we've had our middle order breakdown. Sometimes we've not had good bowlers. Considering Chinnaswamy is like a smaller ground, and we need good bowlers because, like in many interviews, I think Robin Uthappa and even Ashwin have said this, where if you hit the ball in Chinnaswamy Stadium, it stays hit. Meaning it's easier to hit a 6 and 4 in Chinnaswamy versus like other grounds
Other
because it's
grounds.
so small and everything, and it's a batsman friendly pitch. But we've not had that kind of bowlers to like wicket taking aggressive. Like of course we've had Siraj Chahal who we've produced over the years, but we've not had that kind of quality every year, and it has to happen back to back to back. Like we need to have, if bowler A not doesn't perform, we need bowler B. If bowler B doesn't perform, we need bowler C. We also need someone who's a batting all
Batsman.
rounder to be able to come and pick up a few wickets, bro. Like think about it. In CSK, Dhoni used to make Kedar Jadhav bowl, bro. Kedar Jadhav was a wicket keeper,
Yeah, yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
how the hell does a man think of making a wicket keeper bowl? How do he's think like Suresh Raina is a batsman? He's primarily just a batsman, but he's making Suresh Raina bowl,
Bowl.
and Suresh Raina is taking wickets, right? One season prior, where Shane Watson was in RCB, he used to go what 4 down, 3 down, 4 down.
Mhm.
But the next year when he moved to CSK, he was opening, bro, and he
Wow.
played with like an injured knee. He won them that cup
The
that
cup.
that year, right? So of course it's management and luck. I think favors the brave. So I think in that sense they've
So
had
do
that.
you mean to say because they are not taking these small decisions because of the management, there might be problem, and maybe because Dhoni has the power to take those decisions on the field?
No,
I don't know.
definitely not. I don't think so because see, yeah, Dhoni being Dhoni, but there is also Virat Kohli in your team in RCB. Virat is also Virat, so even
Yeah.
he calls the shots there. But again, see, it's not just bad luck. I don't think luck has a lot to do with this. RCB has almost always had a great team on paper.
Exactly,
Look at the paper,
exactly.
you look at the team, you're like, this is a champion team. I was at the unbox event yesterday. I saw the team, I'm like, okay, these people can win it this time. I really hope they do.
This year as
As
well?
a CSK fan, I feel really bad. I'm like, I really want them to win because I see my friends, I see the way they get disappointed every time RCB makes it so close, and then just this something happens and it does not happen. So I really want them to win, but on paper, RCB has always had a great team. I feel it has a lot to do with the team selection and the team management and also performance. People have just not performed. Great
Mm.
names have not performed. They come to RCB for 2 years, 3 years, they're not performed. They go out somewhere, they start performing. I don't know why that happens.
So, and what if you have to say talk about two, three things that CSK is doing better than RCB, due to which CSK is able to pull off all
See, it's
these trophies?
very open out there of how the work culture is in CSK. It's very free. There are no, this long hours long team meetings, and there is no this, okay, I want this player to do this, that. there's a free hand for every player. You do whatever you want. I want to win the game.
Win the
That is
game.
how it is. And Dhoni, how he operates is, boss, I will set you you set your own field. You tell me what it is. If it's not working out, I will come and tell you.
I
Then you have to listen to me. So
right.
there's that freedom of expressing, no, is way more in CSK when it's compared to RCB. And yeah, I think that's the one of the main. I don't know if there are many more things, but this is the one thing that is very evident, that players are very free
Very
to do
free.
what they want. So
And
when you're given that freedom, no, the fear of not performing kind of diminishes.
I also feel because CSK always starts their season at a higher note, and RCB always have that pressure to perform better, and
But you know what's the worst part? They perform, bro.
they
Towards the end, they give you this one glimmer of hope. You think, okay, that gulab jamun is coming into my mouth, but in the end, it doesn't, bro. Like that's it's heartbreaking when that
but
doesn't
this
happen.
year you've seen the team, Kailash. Okay, what do you think? Like, genuinely, what do you think about
Bro,
RCB?
every year I think they win, bro. Every year I think they win, bro. It's so hard. I think they win this year also. I think they'll win. Hopefully, let's see. Hopefully, I think. I mean, it's a new captain, young captain. Let's see what he brings to the table. I think this year we're also a fuller squad, meaning we have depth in batting. We have good bowlers. We've not gone for like big names, but we've had like a solid, balanced side. I'm hoping to see some of that translate.
And I think as the Champions Trophy just got over and Kohli performed really well. Sometimes I feel Kohli, he does not perform in matches which is not required. He performs in matches only when it is required.
Are you talking just about IPL or
In
India?
India, like I'm not
Okay.
just talking about IPL, but generally, like if you see Champions League, Champions Trophy as well. In Champions Trophy, he performed in few of the matches which like the team really wanted him to perform. He scored a century and all of those things. And IPL and Trophy being so close, do you think he'll be able to perform again?
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
He's done it
he's
for decades, bro.
yeah. That's Virat Kohli.
It's Virat
Period.
Kohli.
You don't
Yeah.
you that man needs no confidence to perform. He see when you reach a level where you have achieved so much and where you find that slight dip in form, he knows what to do to get up there.
to get up there.
He doesn't need to brainstorm. Okay, this is not working for this is working for me. He knows what works for him, what doesn't work for him. It's like a ritual for him. He knows it. It's like a routine for him. He's going to stick to his routine. He's going to do the same things. He knows what to do.
So
So
if you have to talk about the best qualities that Virat Kohli has compared to any other cricketer in the world, like what are those two, three things that sets Kohli apart from other cricketers in the world?
He's just out there to hunt. And his ability to, one is of course discipline, right? Like even from his very young age, like I think in one interview he says he woke up one day, saw himself in the mirror, and the next day he decided he needs change. If he needs to be the best batsman out there, he can't look like that. He cut out all junk. He cut out his favorite food. And I think for some 10-15 years he didn't eat some that chole bhature or something.
Chole Bhature, yeah.
Yeah, like that, right? A second thing is just the way he operates, bro. I think he's immensely good under pressure. It can be the mighty Australians where they've just bullied players after players. Even if they're very big players, like one of the greatest players, they'll still bully them. He flipped the crowd off, bro. And he was what, in his 20s, early 20s,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
flipped the crowd off. It's caught on paper. It's caught. Cameras have like pictured it. Who the hell flips the Australians off, bro? Like you need to be mentally like that
yeah.
grit has to be something else, no, to do all of this. Prime Malinga is belting early 20s, bro. Like there was a point when I was young, I used to think the Yorker is only called the Yorker when Malinga bowls
Malinga
it.
bowls it.
I never knew what. And this guy's hitting him. Bindas, he's hitting him 6-4, 1 over, he wrecked him. And what, some 320 runs below 40 overs, he
Yeah.
37, 38 overs, he finished it. Like, think about all of this, right? Like, just the way he operates, that grit, that determination, that discipline, unmatched.
And I think it's just
Unmatched.
the hunger to do well every time he's out there. Even see, he's at the, I think, not, I wouldn't say end of his career, but still he's at the later half of his
Later
career.
half of it.
And even today, if he gets out, he's disappointed. It's not like, I've scored so
Yeah.
much. It's not like that. There's no casual.
He always has some. He wants to prove something.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
He's
approach
there
has
to.
always been I want to win this game for my team, no matter if it doesn't matter which team he's playing for, RCB or Delhi or India, it doesn't matter. He wants to win the game for his team, and if he doesn't, if he's not able to perform or he's not able to take his team par that finish line, he is disappointed. So I think that hunger to just win games, and it's like बोलते हैं ना कूट कूट के भरा है उसमें. That's how he is.
Yeah. Bro, like, have you noticed, like, if sometimes he misses an extra run, like, if they don't run that extra run, he's damn pissed off.
Damn
He's
pissed
belting
off.
the other guy. He's like, what are you doing? I can't say
So
the word
he
he says,
he,
but
he he just owns it. Like when he's standing there, he knows what he's there for,
yeah,
what he wants to achieve, and
yeah.
that is why he's been just, and his aggression just shows it. It's not too much, and people just love him. I
Or
think
hate, extreme hate.
I,
Yeah.
but I've never seen anyone hating Virat Kohli.
Oh, you haven't seen a
I
lot
don't
of
think so. I've
Dhoni
not.
fans
Yeah, I've
then.
not seen a lot.
Yeah.
But whosoever my friend circle, I don't think so. Anyone hates Virat Kohli. Do you think people hate?
Yeah,
There are
bro.
people who hate Virat Kohli.
Yeah. A
And who are
lot.
those? Who are those people?
I've seen a lot of, like, so if you see my Instagram feed, no, it'll just be like BGM and Virat Kohli doing something. Like like 6, 7 out of 10 reels are just that, okay? And if you just, like, sometimes it'll be a flip where, like, they'll call him Chokli, Geekly or whatever.
Yeah.
And if you just go to that handle, be like some MSDN or Dhoniism, Dhoni X11, some shit like that. And it'll be these pages only that do all of this. So, like, it's very evident where it's coming
So you
from.
mean the Dhoni fans are the ones who hates Virat Kohli?
I don't know if they're Dhoni fans or if
I
it's
I've see
paid.
I've been a Dhoni fan since the start, and I have not come across a lot of Dhoni fans who hate Virat Kohli. I mean, I myself am a Dhoni fan, and I love Virat Kohli. So yeah, it's if I think of it now, I don't think I've come across any Dhoni fan who has said no, Virat is not good or he's bad or Dhoni is better than Virat. It's I think it's the people who are not what do you say, who don't like his aggression are the people who
Lockdown
hate
kids.
him.
Yeah. Lockdown.
Yeah.
Are the people who
I
hate
think
him.
not
Yeah.
Dhoni fans, lockdown kids.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think people who do not understand why he is that aggressive or where that aggression comes from, people who don't understand the passion for the game are the people who hate him.
Yeah.
Now, before we move to the whole concept of IPL altogether, I want to just ask last question related to what we are just talking about, Dhoni and Kohli. Dhoni is known to be one of the greatest captains in the history of, say, Indian cricket or just say world cricket. Kohli has not reached there. Okay, and why is that? Like, why is Kohli not
I think
great
it
as a
happened,
captain?
bro. Like, even Sachin Tendulkar wasn't a great as captain, no? He was a damn good batsman. Great, if, like, it still stands today that he is the god of cricket, no? He wasn't a very good captain. I think, like, there are few people who, like, have their roles very well defined. Ponting and Dhoni are one of those, like, generational kind of people who can just manage, have that caliber to manage a team of that, um, of just that status, and just build them up to where they can go to. And I think only they can do that.
They can.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's
Yeah, I
not a
feel
it's not a quality everybody possesses.
yes, I feel
And I think
leadership is a skill, and that skill, I'm not saying Virat doesn't have it. If Virat is on 19, someone like, if you're comparing him to Dhoni is a 20. It's not much of a difference, but
just
see,
that
these are two
Dhoni,
completely different
Yeah,
styles of leadership.
yeah.
There's no one
yeah,
textbook way of
yeah,
leading people, and this way worked for him. This way works for Virat. It does work for Virat because Virat has been a really good captain for India. If you look at it,
yeah.
it's not like he's been bad. He's been great down under. He's been great in England. He's been very
He's
aggressive.
the best test captain India's ever seen,
Hmm.
hands down.
So,
So
and but he's okay with not captaining right now or leading the team from the front. He's okay with that idea as well.
he
And
didn't want, like, he wanted to be captain, no? The Like, the BCCI didn't allow him to be captain, stating that for one particular ball we can't have two different captains. They wanted the same captain to captain two different formats of the game. He didn't want to do that.
okay,
But then I don't know what happened to that stance now, because we have three different captains for all. I don't know what happened to that.
great.
Yeah.
So with that, now let's move into the idea of IPL. Okay, IPL started in 2008, if I'm not wrong, right? And since then, Lalit Modi was a big name back then. Okay, now a big controversy comes into the picture when Lalit Modi moves out. Like BCCI asks him to move out of the whole system, and he's not in India. He's sitting somewhere abroad. What was this controversy all about?
He's voluntarily not in India, by the way.
Yes, he's voluntarily not in India, but I think maybe he's scared of something to come. Like once he comes back to India, there are a lot of things that is going to bother him again. I think
I
that is
don't
the
think he's
reason.
scared. I think he fairly cleared that he's not scared on the Rajshamani podcast.
Rashmani's podcast.
Yeah. But the controversy is like you'll always have to understand that whenever there's a controversy, there are some things that just don't come to the common people like us, right? There are closed door things that just happen closed door. You'll have to respect that. You don't need to know that also.
So,
Right?
but like for a lot of people who do not know what exactly happened, like if you can tell us what exactly happened in this.
So all of these were accusations that there were conflict of interest, meaning there are multiple things. One is that there was conflict of interest, that uh, it is said that he had stake in some IPL teams uh, while he was also chairman, which goes against BCCI rulebook. So you can't do that. There was conflict of interest. Second thing was he was accused of money laundering. Third thing, he was accused of misuse of IPL funds. Fourth thing, he was accused of giving tenders or like let's say team bidding used to happen. He was accused of giving term sheet and tenders to teams
Two
like
teams to
yeah. So
play. Yeah.
all of this are accusations, like it's not been proved yet, but this is the entire controversy. If you have to sum it up, there is more, but if you have to sum it up
So
to
these
like,
are the main controversy that happened. But if there was no proof to what he did, then why did BCI just push him out of?
it can also be a power move, no? He might have like sometimes you have people who just fly too close to the sun, and you can't have that kind of power vested in one person. The person becomes very powerful. uh, no man is capable of that kind of power. So I think it might just also be that, like, let's say some other top level official or an ex cricketer or someone just had an issue, or some politician had an issue, and you can't do that. You can't go so close to that kind of power, and it'll become a power move. Like think about it. Like, let's say you're a podcaster, and tomorrow a new podcaster comes, and he probably has, like, or she or whatever, and they just start, and within a month or two they reach your
They
numbers.
reach number.
You'll just be like damn pissed off. You'll be like, how the hell did they reach my numbers so soon? It's human nature.
It's also, I feel, when people see other people so successful, the
They'll
first
they'll
thing is what this they want to bring them down.
they'll have a problem with all of this.
Yeah, I mean, recently we saw what happened. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Please.
it's with what happened with Latent, what happened with
Yeah.
Samay and Ranbir Alabadya. I mean, yeah, I feel people really love pulling each other down when they're seeing success. That is true. I mean, that is what I've learned in life also. Like, people just cannot wait to trample you down and move ahead.
And
That's how it is.
I
And
think
there's a lot of politics also involved in this whole
a
little
lot,
thing.
a lot.
So then this politics is all behind closed doors, and it's all behind closed doors. So even if we, go on a hunt to find answers, we are not going to get it. So if you're trying to go deep into this, the more deeper you go, the farther you are from the answer. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And this is going to go down with him in the grave. What exactly happened?
And exactly what you also mentioned right now, Kailash. When you are in that position and you see so many numbers, I think what latent controversy, Ranveer controversy, all that happened again. Like Ranveer, I think people were just ready to find something out of Ranveer, and it just blew up. I'm not saying that he was not wrong, but it, I think it was a very petty thing that they could have even looked into, and I think things might have been things could have gone in a better way.
I don't think you need to waste the judiciary's time to solve such a small matter. Like,
Ex-
judiciary deserves its own kind of respect. They have better things to solve for. Rule makers, especially politicians, have better things to solve for, bigger things to solve for, real issues to solve for. I'm pretty sure you can sort this out without
Without
involving
involving,
legal.
because there are bigger cases that is pending, and again that's a whole new topic, that's a whole new podcast to
Yeah,
deep dive into.
yeah.
But otherwise, when we talk about IPL, uh, people say IPL is not usually like that is what has come out. It is more of it's more of money making business than just cricket or entertainment, because there's a lot of money that gets into it
Yeah.
and people earn a lot out of it. So what do you think? Is it really a business making model completely business making model, or it's also for people's entertainment?
Bro, it's a business making model for entertaining people. Like, you have any idea how much the IPL is worth?
No idea.
Take a wild guess.
How much is IPL worth?
Take a wild guess.
Uh, I have zero idea.
It's worth around $15 billion.
What are you saying?
$15 billion. You know which next league comes closest to it?
Is it the Bash?
Yeah, the Big Bash League. You know how
Yeah.
much they're valued at? Some $100 million, which means 150 million dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
The IPL is 200 times bigger than the Big Bash. That's how big it is. It's humongous. The numbers out there, bro. Also, there are tailwinds to it. What I mean by tailwinds to it is, if the IPL as a whole has this much money, then there is marketing, like brands market. Like you see, Zomato has their own
Yes,
thing,
yes.
Swiggy has their own thing. Like each and every brand has their own thing. You have pubs that say we're screening, come here, watch.
There's a
You have
lot
quiz
more
night.
business going around
Just in for the Indian
For the
economy,
Indian.
it's so good. I, Now again, the mastermind behind that is Lalit Modi. You have to give them that kind of. It's unimaginable what they've done, right? You can't do it again.
You can't do something
You can't
so
build
big.
IPL again. That's how big it is. Like sometimes you overdo things, you outdo things, and this is what has outdone. Like nobody could have imagined cricket would be so big. Meaning there was a time where cricket board used to pay Doordarshan to telecast matches.
Telecast matches.
Right? Now everybody wants. I think 1.5 billion was how much?
Bidding rights.
Yeah, the satellite
Telecast
rights,
rights,
telecast
yeah.
rights.
The
was sold.
telecast rights
Yeah.
for IPL, and
Yeah.
who is it sold to?
Wait, 6 million, not billion, not one. I will have to verify the stats,
Okay,
but yeah,
who is it sold to right now?
Hotstar has it.
Hotstar only.
Jio,
Hotstar.
basically.
Geo.
Jio Hotstar together. This is so big, so big.
It's
But
humongous.
what do you why do you think IPL as a whole concept performed really well? Like, what was the idea behind it? How did it perform
Lalit
really
Modi,
well?
bro.
Yeah, I feel even the months or probably a year leading up to the first season, the marketing team did some great job. And to create that kind of hype right from the first game.
Was it from the first season itself? IPL was on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
First game.
First game, remember when Bender McCullum smashed RCB all over the
It
park?
happened in Chinnaswamy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently they had only sold tickets to that particular match. The second match tickets weren't sold. So when
Okay, come again. I didn't get.
So when IPL started, Lalit Modi went and he got like the biggest people. Bollywood was basically big, so he knew that you have to club Bollywood and cricket to get that kind of word of mouth around. So he got the biggest people. He got Shah Rukh. He got all of these people, Preeti, Geeti, whoever. He got them all on board, and he built this. But and he sold it and everything. Like he sold whatever they bid for the teams. They got the teams. All of that done. They had only sold tickets for the first match, and the sales of the tickets were solely dependent on the first match. So for the second match, zero tickets were sold. IPL still wasn't a thing. Before IPL, by the way, we had a league of our own. At
ICL.
ICL, it was called.
Okay.
Indian Cricket
It
League,
wasn't
yeah.
so big.
Okay.
IPL
There were big
came-
names playing in it.
Yeah,
Like?
yeah.
I remember. I mean, I don't remember exactly who, but there were people who represent the country. They're playing
Yeah,
in
yeah,
ICL.
They're playing ICL.
ICL
Yeah,
was
and they were.
huge.
I think I remember. There was a team from Hyderabad.
There was a Mumbai team.
There was a Mumbai
There was a
team.
Delhi
But it was
team.
not. I think a lot of people would not even know something like that existed ever.
Cricket followers will definitely know.
Would definitely.
Definitely no. But see, along with Lalit Modi played a mastermind. He played Bollywood and cricket. But also not to forget that India were fresh a year before that out of the
Yeah.
T20 World Cup. We had just won the World Cup.
Yeah.
And he used that to his advantage. Okay, let's start a league of our own.
Mm.
So all these things were. That's what the marketing was so strong. The brains behind this was so strong that right in the first match, it was a hit.
Yeah.
It was not a hit and miss. It was a hit.
And Kailash, you were continuing about the tickets. Okay, so second match, where was it?
The tickets weren't sold. Second match, I think, was Mumbai and some other team.
So tickets weren't sold at all, like for
they
second
hadn't
match.
opened only.
Okay,
It was only open for the first match.
first match.
First match had all of your big names from the Kannada industry and Bollywood watching the match. RCB and Kolkata. A match that I wish I could forget. Brandon McCullum walks on, he belts every bowler RCB has to offer. Everybody. everybody. He hit 158.
Yeah.
Unimaginable, right? Who the hell does that? Who the hell hits 158, bro? By the way, Brandon McCullum has also played for RCB, and we've not utilized that him to the best, right?
He played for Chennai and we utilized him very well.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, so that's the kind of impact he had. Like once that kind of six hitting saw, and once you gave that kind of entertainment, of course, like every time he hit a six, Shahrukh used to jump like one monkey around over there. Everybody was like, "Fuck, what is happening?" Like imagine Shahrukh doing that, bro. Of course, like there's this tailwind of just people following who would want more of that, no? So it just kicked in. And then Akshay Kumar had a team, or he was the brand ambassador for Delhi, I think. So yeah, like that, people wanted to see that also. Preeti Zinta was there, Shilpa Shetty was there. It was just so many things just coming together.
Rajasthan Royals and
Yeah,
Punjab Super
yeah.
Kings, Delhi
Kings
Kings
11
11
Punjab.
Punjab.
Kings
Yeah.
11 Punjab and
Yeah,
RCB and then
yeah,
KKR.
yeah.
So do you
Deccan
think
Chargers.
oh my god, that team is
Yeah.
something I really
I
really
miss Deccan Chargers. Especially Deccan Chargers under Gilchrist was
Oh,
he
insane.
yeah,
insane.
yeah,
It was insane.
yeah,
And so when you talk about these moves that getting these celebrities into the picture, do you think this was a proper marketing move or it
yeah.
just tend
Yeah.
to happen like that?
No, no.
He started
He
Lalit
he
Modi
he
started.
wanted this. He knew this is what he needs to get. He was very clear. Like he had a very clear, thought out vision. He knew that this is what he needs and this is how he needs to get it done. He knew that he had tailwinds of just the 2007 World Cup coming in, and like of course you have to give a lot of credit to that team that went out there and did all of that.
Did all of
To
that.
Dhoni, to like all of the Gambhir, to Yuvraj Singh, bro. Like what a man!
What a man.
All of that, right? You have to give credit to all of that, and then he took that and he said, "We'll make this. We have the kind of viewership." And I think it was very evident until then that the viewership for India Pakistan was extremely high, right? And like if you just use your brain, you know that most of viewership is coming from India, which
India.
means India has the viewership.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just need to get it to their screen. Like how are you going to get it to their
Wow,
screen?
wow,
So
wow.
he thought about this. Like what are the two biggest things in India? Is Bollywood, cricket. Let's club all of that together. Let's put it onto them. And yeah, and what are like the biggest things? Of course, like each state or each city has love for their own city. So let's bring that
Bring
also.
that as well.
And he
And
pushed it, bro.
and when you bring the whole of Bollywood together, you bring crores of following
Yeah.
along with that because each celebrity has so much following, and when you club all these followings, you have an audience now.
Yeah, yeah.
You just have to play your cards right, and that's all he did.
So
Also the cheerleader concept, bro.
yeah,
Like you
that was the
remember how
first
big
time
it was?
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indian people are seeing something like that on
yeah.
You remember there used to be placards where people just said, "I'm
Yeah.
not here for cricket. I'm here
I'm
for
here
all
for the
you
cheerleaders.
cheerleaders." That's how big it was, bro. Like
But it
gotta
was a
credit the
crazy
man.
move. I think the whole concept. I think the whole team sat
It was a very futuristic vision.
vision.
Yeah, it was. I mean, he thought easily 10, 15 years down the line. Like he knew, okay, 10 years down the line, this is going to be so big because now everything runs on viewership.
Yeah, yeah.
He knew it that time.
And which year did Lalit Modi took that exit? Like
I think 10, 11.
just
After
after
three
two
Two,
years.
years.
3 years.
Two,
Just
three
Yeah,
two,
years.
three
yeah,
years.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, what do you think if Lalit Modi continued the whole journey of IPL? Where would IPL be today?
He would be the ICC chairman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, easily.
Possible, no?
This would be probably his second or third term by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Very possible. If
I mean, you have to give him credit for what he did. I don't know what happened behind closed doors. Why, if he did something wrong, if he actually money laundered,
you'll
like I
never
said, you'll
know.
never know.
You will
You'll
never
never
know.
know.
But you have to give him credit for what he has achieved.
Uh,
But yeah, so he would have easily be serving his third term or fourth term of ICC chairmanship.
So, and when you talk about these celebrities being part of these, so do you think these celebrities also influence the outcome of the games, or
It's everything. It's a little bit of everything. It's what cricket had done until then. It's the World Cup. It's the kind of six hitting that people saw during that World Cup. It's the entertainment that it brought. Like, also, have you ever noticed that IPL only happens during summer holidays? So it's when the family has time.
has to sit in front of the screen?
So it's all of that. It's a little bit of everything that comes together. And the coating on that cake was Brandon McCullum with that knock on that day, bro.
First match.
It set the tone for IPL.
Because now you are just starting a completely different way of playing T20. Until the T20, yes, there were a lot of matches. We had a World Cup. We had 2007 World Cup, which we won. But now there was a completely different style and approach to a T20 game. So that also played a lot of. It played a big role in entertaining people. Like, this is so entertaining to watch.
I loved watching it, bro.
Yeah.
I think everyone, I think IPL is something people don't watch it for the game, they watch it for the entertainment. And even if you were never a cricket fan, a, a no cricket fan would still sit in front of the screen and watch IPL.
See, even if you're not a cricket fan, I don't think there is any one single person out there who does not want to watch the ball fly over the park, all over the park.
Yeah.
If I weren't a cricket fan, I would still go to watch a match and just watch the ball flying over everywhere. Why not? It's nice. It's fun. Yeah.
I know many people who are not cricket fans who just follow IPL, by the way.
Exactly. That is exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying. A lot of crowd is just watching IPL for the entertainment purpose and looking at celebrities celebrating, watching celebrities on the screen with the cricketers and all of those things. And I think Shah Rukh Khan has also made big impact in the IP.
So has Vijay Mallya, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
imagine, bro, like when RCB used to play well and we used to win and everything, you just see Deepika Padukone and what's that guy's name?
Siddharth
Mallya kiss each
Mallya.
other on.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh, what is happening, bro?"
Yeah.
And then one season he'll come with Katrina Kaif. What? That is
So
mad.
I
No?
think that those small things also entertained people in like different.
Fully,
But when
fully.
we talk about these celebrities, I want to understand. Do you think these celebrities influence the game? Like going inside, say example, I am the owner or like say a part of this team, and I want my player to play for this, even though the player is not that great, and can I influence them to come into top
The owner.
11?
Uh, I think what he's trying to say is, say I am the owner of RCB.
I want my boy to play.
I want my
My
boy
boy
to play.
to play.
But see, I feel no.
No.
See, I'll tell you why. As a owner, you have a team working. You have a team of coaches working. You have your captain working. You have your players working to get the best out of your team. I feel if the owner is getting involved there, no, I want my boy to play.
So no
This
teams are.
might have happened in the early stages, but see, now everything is on merit. You perform, you're in the team. You don't perform, you're out. Even someone like an Arjun Tendulkar played a few matches,
Yeah.
did not perform and was
Performed, it was
out.
out.
It was not like I'm
Yeah.
Sachin Tendulkar's son. I'm going to play all 14
He went
matches.
unsold also this
He
year.
went
Yeah.
unsold.
So yeah, it's earlier maybe it was like that, but now current scenario, that corruption has,
Gone down.
I think it has diminished or it has vanished, because see, no matter what, how much like how much money you have, and if you're the owner of the team, people down there know what the ground reality is. The coaches and they are the right people to choose the team. And I think if the owner has an influence in selecting the team, there are going to be a lot of clashes.
A lot of clash.
Lot of clashes in the management.
It'll reflect on the.
It'll reflect on the performance on field.
Performance. And so this is from the celebrities' point of view. When we go little more deeper, there are a lot of bettings happening.
It's made official also now.
No, not I'm not talking about people betting, and I'm sure like there are a lot of brands out there sponsoring the jerseys, and it is officially. But
All of those are betting apps only, whether we want to call it gaming or fantasy or it's betting only at the end of
so
the day.
it is like legally now, completely legally into the system that
Yeah, yeah.
people are following it.
So that kind of organized betting is still very legal and into the system. Outside of that, also, like, bro, I'll give you an example. So one day, all of us were watching, I think, the IPL final between Mumbai and Chennai, and we were near. We were in Bangalore only. We were on the road. There's this place called Pilot Corner. We were eating over there, and this one auto guy who's in, like, his phone switched off, so he stopped, okay, and from like 10 meters away, he's just looking at all of us, and based on our reaction, he's getting to know what's happening. And he has a very small, like, he has that Nokia, like, I don't know the brand, but the non-smart, the dumb phones,
The non-smartphone.
yeah, the non-smartphones. He's using that to just randomly call and say, okay, 100 rupees here, like 500 rupees here. This was happening in front of us, huh? And then we saw, like, I think there were like good 4 5 overs left. And then we called him. We were like, just come and watch it with us. Like, why
Oh,
are you
nice,
doing? Yeah, we were
nice,
like, just
nice,
watch it.
nice, nice.
Then he came. He saw the full game. He was damn happy. He was like, hey, thank you, Anna, thank you. Whatever. He watched the entire thing. He lost money on that match. So if someone like him, like a blue collar worker or a daily wage worker or whatever, is in that system. You know that system is it's
It's
everywhere.
it's everywhere.
It's
If it is
yeah.
reaching, like,
Yeah, if it can reach him, and let's say his daily profit is probably like 300 500 rupees, no, and out of that he is willing to give 100 rupees over here, then he knows what risk and upside or downside it has to it. And if he is involved in it, I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people who are involved in it like that. It's happening in different scales, obviously. Like he was investing whatever 100, betting 100 500
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but there are people who are betting in like lakhs and
Crores, lakhs, and
crores.
crores. This happens.
And this is only through the apps or these
No, no,
No, this
brands, or it is
no.
it happens
outside of it.
This
outside of it.
happens offline because
You
there
can't,
shouldn't be a way to track
yeah,
this because
you can't
it's
have a
not
digital
legal.
footprint of that, no.
Yeah.
You can't.
So it happens offline. It happens at scale. It happens a lot in countries outside also,
Yeah.
not just in India.
You are about to name few countries.
I don't want to. I want to travel to these countries, but
Yeah.
it involves all
It
of them.
involves. It involves. Now, on the other hand, we have match fixing happening.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I want to understand, is match fixing like real? Like, does it
What do you mean
really?
by match fixing? Tell me.
When I say talk about match fixing, say I want to win this. There are these two teams playing, and one team is asked to not perform well to, and not the whole team. Obviously, there are few players that are bought from that team, and they're asked to not perform well because you get a certain number of amount or something. So I'm talking about those kind of match fixing. So
So if you're fixing one player, it's called spot fixing.
right,
It's not match fixing. You can't
okay,
fix a match. You can't fix the outcome of anything. That means you're scripting it, and if you're scripting it, you're God. You can't be God.
okay,
You spot fix, meaning a particular over, a particular ball, or a couple of balls, or from so and so overs, you don't perform well, or you oppress the other person to not perform well. That is all. It's called spot fixing.
spot.
Was that happening? It's very evident that it happens. There are teams which have been banned because of it. There are players who've been lifetime banned.
Can you name few teams or players?
Rajasthan had
Chennai.
players, no,
Yeah.
and Chennai. So Chennai players were not involved. It was N. Srinivasan's son-in-law. I forgot
Okay,
his name. He was a very high official in the management team, and he was involved in betting. And he was involved in betting even in Chennai matches. And they caught that, and they said, like, boss, like, so there was the Supreme Court appointed a committee. I forgot the name of that committee. And that committee essentially said that it's going, you're not abiding by the code and conduct of the game, of the BCCI rulebook. And we'll have to we'll have to ban you for that year. But what happened for Rajasthan Royals is, three players, I think, were found spot fixing.
There was this. Okay, I don't know if I should name him, but yeah, there was this player called Ajit Chandela, some Chandela, and two other people.
it
So
was out in the out in the
yeah, yeah,
public. No,
names were out.
the names
These
were
three
out.
names were out. These three names were out, and they were banned. These players were just banned from cricket.
So do you think this still happens somewhere?
Um, I don't know if it happens at that scale. Maybe people have, like, if it's happening, then, and we haven't heard of it for so long, maybe they've gotten extremely good at covering up, which in my opinion is really hard to do.
Yeah.
Because think about it, just if you have to just get a class of 40 50 people to mass bunk, it's so hard. You'll have that one asshole who will get back into class and attend, right? Now if you have to do it at this scale where it's all of IPL, it's thousands and thousands of people that you'll have to manage. There's this saying, too many cooks spoil the broth. You can't manage it at that scale. Like, things will come out. Eventually you will hear of things that are happening and everything. Of course, there are conspiracy theories out there that so and so person's who's supposed to be very big and the best at the best, and his wife is involved and he's also involved in
Shit,
betting and everything. But again, all of these, like, there is no base to it. You can't say that it is happening or it's not happening. There are rumors out there. There are conspiracy theories out there.
But there have been no point where there was a proper match fixing or something where the
See,
match's outcome was decided beforehand. Do you
You
think?
can't
see,
do
I'll
that,
tell
no,
you the max you can do is
by an
play with
umpire.
conditions. Like, get the pitch ready according to how you want it.
But that
That's
also
that
happens in
also
international cricket,
yeah,
by the way.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So no, I want a spinning track. I have four spinners, so I have to make sure my team wins. But what happens on ground for those 3.5 4 hours for the entirety of 40 hours is
You
something that
can't
can
control.
never be controlled. I don't believe that can be controlled because, like he said, things are happening on such a huge scale, and it's tough to manage one person. How are you going to manage 22 people?
Right.
Yes, umpire. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. That is one way you can this thing, but again, I think things are being
Very strict
very
now.
strict
Very
now,
strict now.
and also the players and the umpires have this respect for the game. They respect the game now, and they will. I don't think people are going doing such things. And look, the BCCI, the whoever, the IPL management, they're paying everyone handsomely. They don't
Yeah,
need to do any of
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah.
They get paid bombs. So
Yeah, why should if somebody is doing something corrupt, why should they do it for the money,
For the
right?
money.
because they're already getting the
They're
money
getting
by
so
doing
much
good
money.
things. By doing it the right way, they get so much money. Why would he do something wrong for the same reason?
But and when we talk about the money concept, as you brought this topic up, so there are a lot of players who are being sold at a very high rate. Okay, and then there are people out on internet saying that he should have not been sold for X amount, and he's just worth this much. On the other hand, there are really good players who are like literally being sold for peanuts. Okay, because of some luck or because of whatever it is. So this balance, don't you think it is also like
You can't
becoming a
balance it.
becoming a problem for a lot of players out there?
How?
How?
Because good players sometimes they're not being
What
sold
is
for,
good player?
say example, a player who is performing really well, a very great batsman, okay, and he's maybe,
Can you give an example and say this happened to so and so and
no, I'm just asking. I don't have an example, but like say a player is being sold for just 2 cr. On the other hand, there's a player who's just entered and he's being sold for like say 15 cr. Okay, there's an imbalance of the money that
The
is
thing, the thing is, all the people who have been sold for high rates. You look into them. Everyone is a match winner.
yeah.
People want
okay.
match winners.
They
It's okay if
cannot
they
perform
don't.
that
Yeah, it's
season.
okay if they don't perform a few matches in that season, or if they don't perform that season. That's fine with them. But they're match winners. Keeping that one or two players in your team can flip the whole story. So that is what people want. Instead of having five, six, 1 CR, 2 CR people in your team who may perform, may not perform, because these match winners come with a lot of experience, a lot of international experience. And IPL, yes, there's a lot. There's the cricket level that is played is really great, but international is always going to be one notch higher.
And
And
I had it also example, all these players who are retained. Okay, so they are retained for 5 6 cr. I think the amount is written. So that is the only amount that they get, or
They get more money. They get there's a match fee also. They get sponsorship money also. Um, they personally have sponsors also. So that money also they get. It's a lot of money. So if you hear that a particular player got 5 crore for that year,
retained.
that it's that 2 months or whatever, it's 5 crore plus. So they get match fees, then they get the sponsorship money. Outside of that, if they win like a man of the match or
Right.
cap, that cap, whatever, they get all of that. So it's 5 CR plus
But there are
minus
other players
taxes.
as well. Say someone who is on the auction and they have been sold for say 10 cr.
10
For
CR
them also,
plus.
it's just 10 cr plus. They
Same.
also get
it's the
the
same.
same
Same.
benefits.
So that whatever the 10 CR, 5 CR money that is being paid to them, it's being paid to them to come and play. Boss, you come and play for me. I'm paying you so much. Apart from this, you're gonna get a match fee. Apart from this, you're gonna get sponsorship deals. Apart from this, you're gonna get X, Y, Z. So it's a lot of money.
And can you quickly explain us how are these teams making money apart from just winning the IPL?
Rights, no? They also get sponsors like Puma. Puma is probably paying RCB a good amount of money. You have multiple other brands that pay sponsors again,
Again, so
right?
that is the major source again. So they get
And they get
sponsors.
a cut of the viewership and the ticket
Oh
sales.
yeah,
Yeah.
the management gets
Yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not sure, verify it, but I'm pretty sure they do get a cut of the viewership.
And it's not just one sponsor. Whether you have a friend sponsor, you have
yeah,
four
yeah,
here,
yeah,
you have
yeah,
four
yeah,
here,
yeah.
you have on your helmet, you have on your pant. So there are
Yeah.
too many sponsors, and there's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because if you want to sponsor someone like an RCB who pulls crazy viewership, that's going to cost a lot.
Yeah. So three teams will, of course, be at the top all the time. RCB, CSK, and Mumbai. Not necessarily in that order. RCB, CSK, and Mumbai. They will get the best of the deals. Bro, individually, I think they're all worth $1 billion and above. $1 billion and above. Individually, each.
And
Right?
these all the teams who are playing IPL, do you think all of them are profitable right now?
Everybody is profitable.
All the teams are profitable.
Entire league is profitable.
And which is the best team who is earning the most?
Oh, RCB hands down. I don't think anyone has more money than RCB.
The richest IPL team is RCB.
Must be
Must be for sure, because I don't see any other team who
spending that kind of money.
money on just say revealing
An
jerseys
unboxing
or
or
introducing
unveiling,
their
whatever.
player. There is a RCB unbox that happens. It's and they call artists. It's a complete festival, for like 4 hour festival. It happens in
Wow.
Chinnaswamy. There are these lights, LEDs. There's a stage setup. There are performers. There are singers. There are DJs. It's a lot of money. I don't know. I don't see any other team doing that.
If you have to give us an approx valuation of
RCB.
RCB and the team which is next after them.
I told you, no, RCB, CSK, Mumbai, all of them are valued over $1 billion. Each team individually valued over $1
Wow.
billion.
Wow. That is like
Lot of money.
lot of money.
These are the
Yeah,
three
yeah.
teams that are the most relevant in IPL. That's why.
Yeah. Bro, even like think about the players. You know, on average, how much an IPL player makes?
Okay, yeah. Tell us this. Like say 2 months
So the
ka
top
season
IPL player makes anywhere between $2 to $2.5 million
per season.
per season for those 3 months, right? To travel with the team.
Okay, you are talking in $1 million. Let's like get it down to
I know the stats in $1 million.
okay,
So two to two and a half,
two and a half million.
$2.5 million. Also, there's a reason why I know it in $1 million is because I've always compared it with the Big Bash League. You know how much Big Bash League players get paid? $250,000.
What?
10 times lesser. Broke Brothers made that money last year. That's the kind of leverage IPL has.
And this is why you see whenever there is IPL happening, there are also a lot of bilateral international series happening. But
They all
people do
stop.
not. No. India stops, but see, there. I think there are England international tours happening during IPL. But a lot of England players still prefer to play the IPL. Basically,
IPL.
they don't go to national duties.
I think there was one controversy as well. No?
West
That
Indies.
West
Yeah.
West Indies, of course, like West Indies has zero money very less money in their pool, and they can't afford to pay their team, which is why the entire team stayed back, saying, "Of course, we're getting more money." But you see that happen a lot. You see a lot of international players pull out of international leagues. Sometimes you also see leagues get shifted here and there, so that, or just a series get shifted here and there to accommodate the IPL
Wow.
consciously.
Wow.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
all of the viewership, all of the money goes there, no.
Yeah.
And as a pool of money, you have very little money left for any other thing that's supposed to happen.
And there are a lot of players who do not want to play international and they just want to take a break and just
It happens a
prepare
lot.
for IPL.
Have you seen magically a player who's injured suddenly just before IPL he's not injured anymore? It happens a lot.
So this is all tricks and gimmicks that they do to play
Tricks
IPL.
and gimmicks, no. Maybe in some cases they're actually injured. But
Possible.
of
Most
course,
of the
like,
cases.
bro, if you're getting more money, why not? Like, everybody's out here to make money, right?
Wow.
I have a slightly different opinion on this. See, it's not easy to fake an injury on that level, because if you are a player who is playing the IPL, who is playing international cricket especially, and if you're saying you're injured, you just cannot say injured and get away with it. There is something called NCA. You have to report to NCA. You have to show what your injury. Your injury is assessed there. They will assess how long it'll take for you to recover. They will assess your rehab and everything. So something to fake an injury and it to go under the scanner, like, or off the radar, is not easy. BCCI might protect a few international players from playing IPL the other way around, because there's this test championship after IPL. If India is playing that, there is an England series and they want their players to be fit, so maybe they might try to manage the workload. They might just say, okay, this player is injured, he'll not play so many IPL matches or something like that, the other way around, because international is given more priority than IPL.
But in that case, they don't have a say no that because they are already signed up for IPL, they will have to ask the team if we can take the player down for a few
I think
games.
it's out of mutual
Yeah,
understanding.
Understanding.
yeah, it happens, because see, someone like a Jasprit Bumrah, if you want him in England after the IPL, and he's not 100% fit. Say he's 80% fit. He will not play all the matches. He'll be like, no boss, I have to get ready for
Mm.
for my country. That's
Mm-hmm.
my priority. IPL ठीक है इस साल नहीं खेलूंगा अगले साल खेलूंगा मैं. It's fine for because for players who are on that level, money is not an issue. That's very clear.
Yeah.
So it's about they play with a lot of passion. They want to represent their country. It's a pride. It's a question of pride for them.
And they already have a lot of money, so I don't think so they
Yeah,
will have
It's a legacy at that point.
yeah,
legacy at that.
yeah.
And with all this, when we talk about IPL, when we talk about IPL teams, which is the best fan base right
RCB,
now?
hands down. If you can go into the tournament, lose every tournament, but you still have a bunch of people backing you no matter what, no matter who comes in, no matter who leaves, no matter what other people say, no matter the kind of criticism they get, no matter. There are clowns who just make outright fun and mockery of RCB, but you still have fans backing the team up all the time. It's hands down RCB. No other. Of course, if you're a winning side, you will get fan base, right? It's a given. If you're a dumb person, uh, if you don't, if you don't support a winning side, but if it's a non-winning side, and you still have that kind of fan base, you really need to. Something must be off in your DNA, in your system, to support that kind of team, which with that kind of passion. You can't do it otherwise. Why would you do it? Why would you go into your office knowing that next day you have a bunch of people who are going to make fun of you? Why would you know that if you know that next day you go to college and you have a bunch of people who are going to make fun of you? Why would you still choose to do that? Something must be off, no?
Hmm.
It's not logical to do that, no?
But how did they build such a strong fan base? Like what is the reason behind that? Because
No clue.
when you talk about just I'm not just talking about IPL. I'm talking about, say, biggest leagues in the world like Champions League. Okay, we're talking about football here, but even they do not have such a like they have a great fan base, but comparing IPL, which is a w- playing within a country, and a tournament like Champions League, which is like widespread all across, still the fan base of IPL teams like RCB is so high compared to them.
Massive.
I feel someone like RCB fans love being entertained, and when you have players like Gale, ABD, who are just tonking it, Virat, tonking it out of the park game after game. Yeah, they didn't get the results or whatever. They didn't win an IPL trophy, but they love being entertained. And I feel RCB has never failed to entertain people. Be it Gale scoring 175 or RCB becoming 14 and all out. That is still
Oh my
entertainment.
god!
That is
Oh
still
my god!
entertainment. Yeah, it is entertainment on a negative side. Yeah, they don't like talking about it, but that is still entertainment. And I feel RCB fans are, they're very result oriented. Like if you win, yes, great team. If you lose, they will abuse you. They will let you know that they're not happy. So I feel that has a lot to
But
do
only
with
they
why.
can abuse you.
Yeah, only
No
they
other
can
fan
abuse
base can
you.
come and abuse you.
Yeah,
Our team will abuse our team.
yeah,
We have the right to abuse our team because we believe in that team.
yeah,
You don't believe in that team.
Wow!
Who are you to come and abuse our team?
yeah. They
Wow!
have they have that belief. I've seen it. They just season after after the end of the season they'll be disappointed. They'll be like, oh, one more season gone. But 10
The
months again
next
down
year,
the line, next time,
They'll come
let's
back
go,
again.
let's go.
we're
We are
ready for
ready to
one
One
more.
break
day.
our hearts again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
no,
know how
it's
they get that hope. It's I don't know. I don't know. Controversial opinion, but like it's such a toxic relationship, like,
yeah.
With
oh
yeah, the
yeah,
RCB
I don't
fans
think
are
that's controversial anymore.
yeah,
Even the
people
fans
know
know.
it.
Yeah. Also, I like
Okay,
this one marketing
yeah.
strategy that happens with the RCB. It does not happen with any other team, not to my knowledge. Every year, you just see just before the IPL, meme pages pick up and make fun of RCB for not winning the trophy. Not in a bad light. Like they'll say, RCB fans getting ready to have
To
another season of heartbreak.
heartbreak, right?
It's just free marketing, no? Which other brand gets that kind of marketing? Nobody. Even the biggest of the biggest brands
and his
don't get
RCB
that kind
fans
of
have also
marketing.
started new thing when they lose a match or a season. It's okay, they won our hearts.
Yeah. You think no, that since
Okay,
season one.
I'm
I
sure.
mean, since season one
I'm sure
itself,
you've attended a lot of. Like, I don't know if you've watched games in the stadium. Have you guys watched RCB games,
I have,
CSC games?
yes.
Okay, tell me some of the best moments, like fan moments in the stadium, say after losing or say after winning, if you have something in your head.
So luckily for me, every match I've been to in the stadium, RCB has won. I watched 4 matches.
Okay.
All 4 matches RCB
RCB
has
has
won.
won. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. In that one has not even been an IPL match. It was a Champions Trophy
Champions
match.
Trophy match.
We won against the Redbacks. That too. It was the last ball 6.
Oh my god.
Oh, Arun
Dan
Karthik.
Christian, Arun
Arun
Karthik.
Karthik.
But do you know any of these? Because a lot of fans, they start acting, they become very emotional. So have you seen something very close to you in
I
front
have
of you?
seen it on TV. See, even the matches I have been to, RCB, I don't remember how many matches I've been, RCB matches I've been to, or whether the lost or won. But I've never seen a fight break out in front of me. But I've seen it on TV or on Instagram reels and all. Yeah, people do get aggressive, sir. A little bit.
Not just aggressive, emotional also. I think they
Yeah,
get
I
no.
think RCB
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
are
they get
very
emotional.
emotional and they really feel it. I've seen my friends, they cry over RCB losing the match.
They're
Not
I
just
have a
they're
theory to this.
disappointed from the bottom of their heart. Like they get so down. And then I really feel bad. So see, whenever there's a Chennai CSK RCB match, I make it a point to not. If CSK wins, I make it a point to not go and
celebrate.
yeah. I don't like doing that because they're so heartbroken already. I'm like, it's okay, fine, chill, it's okay.
You had a theory. What theory?
It's not just for RCB. I think in general in sports, when a man cries in the stadium, it's a safe space. You don't see judgment. But you bring that man outside the stadium, and if you see a man cry, there's immediate judgment. Like, why is this guy crying? Like, a man is
Wow.
not allowed to cry outside that sporting fraternity. It everybody, be it male, female, old, young, everybody judges the man. But in that stadium, there is that kind of safe space for the man to cry. You'll see two random guys who have nothing to do with each other, but their team has lost, and they'll be crying, and they'll understand why the other is crying. That is the only place, two places where men are fully allowed to emote, is the bathroom and a stadium, sports stadium. So I feel like,
Such a strong line,
yeah, yeah,
Kailash.
I feel like especially for RCB fans, where they face that kind of failure or not winning the cup year in and year out, again, it's that one space where they can emote fully, and everybody will understand that their team has lost. That's why they're showing that kind of emotion.
Wow.
And I feel they emote in the stadium also because they know they're going to be understood there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
randomly,
yeah.
like the guy who you idolize is also crying with you, no? Like, if Virat Kohli, who I've idolized throughout my life, is also crying with me, and he's right in front of me, he's crying there. Of course, I'm gonna be
Going
like,
to,
if he can cry, I can cry, bro.
yeah,
If
yeah,
my
yeah.
god can cry, if my idol can cry, I can
Wow,
cry.
wow, wow.
So the moment you understand, okay, this is a safe space, the man just
Hey,
melts.
this is your million view reel, huh? Don't cut this out.
This is going to be there. So, okay. With that, we come to say because we have CSK and RCB sitting right in front of me. Okay, so top 5 players of all time, if you have to choose for RCB, who would that be?
Top five, huh? Jack Callis, Daniel Vettori, Virat Kohli, AB de Villiers, and Mitchell Stark.
It's very strong
For CSK,
for CSK.
of course, Dhoni, Suresh Raina. I think Jaddu has been a very, very strong part of CSK. Three, uh, both as a player and as a coach now, I feel Stephen Fleming. He has a lot to do with CSK success as a player and also as a coach. And fifth person, I feel Dwayne Bravo.
Wow.
Yeah, Dwayne Bravo is he's like a big part of that CSK heart, and people love him.
And
Wait. I said Daniel Vettori, no?
yeah,
Yeah, I want to change Daniel Vettori to Yuzvendra Chahal.
Chahal,
Yeah.
really?
He's taken the things he's done for the team. I don't think any other leg spinner has ever done for RCB. And I think I said Mitchell Stark, no?
Mitchell Stark.
It's either Mitchell Stark or Dale Steyn,
Mm.
either of the two.
And if we talk about few players that both of your teams, say RCB or CSK, say RCB, if you have to pick 3 players that can really bring a three players who can really bring a big impact for RCB this season, who would that be?
This year,
Yeah.
hands down Kohli. Uh, I want to place my bets on Rajat Patidar.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I think Rajat might get some pressure, like first time captaining such a big squad, and he of course captains in Ranji and everything, but it's not the same level at all. So he might come under pressure. So I don't know if he'll perform to that extent. I want to place my bets on him, but I don't know if he'll perform to that extent. That being said, I am hoping for some kind of magic to happen in the bowling department. I really hope Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will do some magic.
Oh, he's going to do well. I
Yeah,
know
so
it.
RCB for me, it is Virat Kohli, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and maybe like I want to place my bet on a Jacob Bethel or a Liam Livingston.
These are the top three that.
Hopefully, like the third one, I'm still very shaky about. Yeah,
And for CSK.
or Phil Salt also.
And for CSK.
For CSK, I feel.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Tell.
Their captain Dhoni
Hey,
Jadeja.
Dhoni.
And
Dhoni is going to
no.
play 10 balls max.
You think Dhoni is not going to perform this year in IPL?
It's not about him not
He'll come
performing.
late, no?
He will come very late. He will come at a stage where he has to face not more than 10 balls, 10, 15, max 20 balls. That is his job in the team right now. So if he's going to come also, he's going to come numbers 8, number
Number
9, 6
seven,
down,
eight,
7
yeah.
down, depending on the situation of the match. So even if he comes, he's going to play that 8, 10 balls and get 20, 25, 30 runs. That's his job in the team. And I don't think anyone comes close to the way he wicket keeps even till today.
Yeah.
He's just too quick. So 3 players. I don't want to put Dhoni there because I feel he's done enough.
For the
And so I feel the first one would be Rachin Ravindra. Yeah,
Hmm.
he had a little okay. Like he had a decent start to the last season, but again he went just dipped down. But I feel this season is his season. Then second one would be Matisha Patirana. He's a gun, good bowler. And third one, it's tough. We have a good squad this side this time, so I think let's see. Maybe I think they'll give this the left arm seamer from Tamil Nadu, Gurjan Preet Singh. I think his name is. So let's see.
so these.
You never know.
Along with that, last question for this whole thing. One player, if you had to pick from any other team to get them into RCB,
Will Jacks.
Will Jacks. And for CSK,
Mm,
I feel like Will Jacks would have completed that side for
the
us.
whole squad
That-
properly.
Come lower down and hit, or if wickets fall early, come up the order and hit. He would have completed that squad. But it's okay. We're kind of betting on Jacob Bethel. We'll see what happens.
For
CSK. See, I'll be honest. I don't think we are missing out on
anyone,
any player.
I think you are
I
already
feel we
full.
are already almost always very sorted with our team and very secure with our team. But if there is one player we'd like to bring back, I feel that would be someone who has retired. I think Shane Watson did really well for CSK. We would like a Shane Watson back.
Great. So with that, we are almost towards the end. I just have 2, 3 so. Few of my friends also wanted me to cover these 2, 3 topics, and that is why I've put it in that way. These are might be a little controversial, but I want to understand as well. The I Ibrahim, like Dawood Ibrahim, being it is said and it has been said that Dawood Ibrahim has been a part of IPL in some or the other way. What do you think about that?
What do I think? Like my opinion, or
What, no, I want to understand was
because there's no way to verify this.
no, but I want to understand was Dawood Ibrahim really involved in IPL?
There is a possibility. If he was so closely involved in Bollywood, then I think there is a possibility. But I don't know, bro. I think off late, in terms of just using cricket as a soft power, India has been very good. So I don't know if he's if he's involved. I don't think at least for the last 7 to 10 years, I don't think he's involved.
I feel the what do you call it? In software you call it firewall. I feel the firewall of cricket is very strong now,
Yeah,
and
Right.
it's
think
not
so.
easy to
So do you
penetrate
think? But
it.
see, you think talking about the last 10 years, but say before that, do you think there was
Possible.
some involvement of Dawood Ibrahim in the?
Of course, like if money is going there, someone who's like a gangster would want to be in it, no? If you have power, and if you know you can use that power and money is going there, you'll use that power to be a part of that money movement. Why not?
And but how would that help Dawood Ibrahim if he
Power,
was
no?
just
Plain power. After a point, when you have money and you have fame, the one thing that is missing in your pool is power.
his
So
power?
you'll want to be in that power dynamics.
So that was one. Now the biggest question that even I have a lot of Kohli friends, like Kohli fans, and a lot of Gambhir fans. Okay, so there was a fight between Kohli and Gambhir long back, but recently during Champions Trophy we see Kohli and Gambhir like really like talking it out, and the camera is all focused on them, and they are just fist pumping and they are just celebrating the win. So what was that all about? Like, why was that so much fight? Do you think Gambhir was also as aggressive as Kohli? That is
Both
why.
of them are from Delhi, so naturally they will
Yeah,
be aggressive players. But I think both of them also have the emotional quotient and the maturity to understand what happens
on the
on the
field.
ground stays there.
There.
Once you get out, it's not there. I'm pretty sure they probably, like, if there were some team lunches or like if they were just crossing by, if they stayed in the same hotel, they would have probably spoken normally.
Okay,
There's no animosity
but
in
in
that.
front of the camera, I think even the media covered a lot and took this very
Media will
far.
cover what they want to cover.
Of course,
If
media
viewership
will
is
cover
going there,
that.
media will
That's
cover
a
it.
lot of money for them. They will
Why
cover
will they
that.
not cover it?
Yeah.
So I think because of media, it went so far. It was not such a big deal
No, see,
that.
They fought
they
before
fought.
also, no?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, they fought before as well, but I think it was not such a big deal that it
It was, it
it was.
was.
it
It was.
was.
See, the fight was pretty big because when the whole to hold both teams are getting involved and pulling each two people apart. Yeah, it was a pretty big argument. But see, the beauty of the game is to not glorify such things. That is what the game is all about, and media will catch that. I know
Catch that.
it. But see, like he said, what happens on the field stays on the field. They're professionals. They have been in this international circuit for 2 decades now, and they know what it takes to it's at the end of the day it boils down to passion. Two Delhi boys are very hot headed.
I love how you both of you mentioned because of Delhi boys, the aggression
No,
being
see,
It's
it's
there.
not.
natural, no?
It's not. See, I'm not stereotyping, but they are that way. I've been to Delhi and I've seen even the regular non-people. They are very
And
aggressive
they're
in
not
just
ashamed
their.
of it. They're very proud of it.
Yeah,
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 Like,
they
this
are
is who we are.
yeah,
We have had to be aggressive in our past to
yeah.
be like this, and it will
And
continue.
I'm pretty sure after that fight, both of them would have gone to the hotel and put hand on the shoulder and would have walked. That's
Also,
I
bro,
know
think
it.
about it. If you're playing for India and two people have an ego battle, that is, let's take names. Let's say Virat Kohli and Gambhir have an ego battle, and they realize that because of that, team morale is going down. Team,
right, right,
it's
right.
reflecting on the field. Now, what do you think they're going to do as two sane individuals who've achieved pretty much what they want to achieve in life? Now, are they going to be like, no, let me continue my ego battle
No,
with
no.
this guy because my ego is bit bigger than the nation, than the cup? Or are they going to be like, let's keep our differences aside because if we don't, there is another team who's waiting to take that cup from us.
Hmm.
Naturally, what do you think they're going to do?
They are going to do this later, the latter thing.
Yeah,
They're going to be calm in that situation and just play for the team together.
And
absolutely.
also, BCCI is not going to keep quiet. No,
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
these things are going
fuck
to happen
them.
in the team, it's not lazy because of two people. The morale of the remaining 10, 11 people is, or whatever, the 9 people is getting affected. Their performance getting affected. Your team's results are getting affected. When that is happening,
Bro, see, right now, India is the best team in cricket, hands down. So if India wins, there is nothing great about it. India is the team that has to win.
has to win. Like everyone
But
has
if
that
they
expectations
lose,
from them. But if they lose, that becomes a problem for them.
it will. So they will ensure that they do not lose. Bro, if they can come back from a tour and say, you guys have messed up enough, all of y'all, please go play the domestic circuit. If they have that kind of power, I'm pretty sure if two guys are acting like
yeah,
little insane and cuckoo in their head and they're fighting between each other,
it'll not
they're acting
like
like children,
They
they will
will.
get involved and be like,
They don't
yeah.
care
boss,
about.
They wouldn't care if it's a Virat Kohli or Gambhir. At the end of the day, it's the teams. You're talking about Indian cricket team. It's not a small
yeah,
entity. It's a huge
it's
entity.
the
And when two
greatest team to
people
play cricket right now.
are involved to not work towards a common goal, it will not
It
take
will.
time for them to throw them out. So
Now,
yeah.
how far do you think IPL will be going in the next 10 years?
Oh,
How far? Like, what is the next
So
move? What is that big
the
next?
second biggest team is now, think, 200 times smaller than us. It will take, we will be 500 times bigger than them in the next 4 5 years. easily. Um, I'll give you stats also as to if not stats, I'll give you reasons as to why it will happen. Viewership will only increase because we have mobile penetration everywhere. It will only increase even more. So everybody with a smartphone will have access to this. Cricket on a world scale is also like ICC is also doing a lot to penetrate cricket into different countries. Because of that, there is tailwinds of it just catching on to this thing. Also, we have to realize that IPL has fan following with the top people of other countries.
Other countries.
Like celebrities of England are watching IPL, celebrities in the West Indies are watching IPL, Australia are watching IPL. So you have to understand that the more they will also feel left out. Like it's a part of pop culture right now. So if they don't watch it, they'll feel left out of pop culture. Now to stay relevant, they will watch it. To increase their fan base, they will watch it. To again stay relevant while they're watching it, they'll also create that kind of tailwind. More people will end up following cricket, IPL specifically.
I feel it's going towards a direction where it's going to be monopoly now. If you see the SAT20,
Don't you think it is already monopoly
not
already?
yet,
Not yet.
not yet, because see there are so many leagues happening. There's Big Bash, there's SAT20, they have their Bangladesh Premier League, you have a Sri Lanka Premier League, you have PSL and everything. Now India is slowly penetrated into South Africa. How we have their Mumbai Indians, the Joburg something,
Yeah.
and
Johannesburg.
and we have the Super Kings also.
Yeah.
They have entered into USA. There is Texas Super Kings. There's that.
Wow.
So
So
these
they're
teams have become
entering these.
international franchises, huh,
Yeah,
now.
they're now international
Wow.
franchises.
Yeah.
It won't take time for them to capture or take over the other leagues of the world, and it'll be
Fully.
an insane
So you mean to
feat to
say
achieve. Yeah,
the second best is the Bash,
Big Bash.
the
Yeah.
the Big Bash. So
We don't have teams there yet.
we don't have teams there. So that is what you're trying to
But you
say.
might see
In the next 5 to
buyouts.
10 years, there might be our teams like these
Buyout.
franchisee teams playing for the Big Bash.
They have a
No,
lot of
they'll
money.
like their local teams will get bought out by these teams very easily because they'll also want a good exit. These guys will also want to have that monopoly.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a soft power. They'll continue bullying them.
Wow.
It's
wow.
like, see, it's like what I mean. I don't know if I can take names, but it's like what Cult is doing right now.
Yeah.
Cult is just taking over the whole, I don't know, gym, swimming
the
pool, you
fitness
name it.
industry. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing well. So it's a lot of money. So that's
Wow.
why it won't take a time for IPL and the BCCI to work together.
To make this.
They're already three, four franchises are already international franchises. Sunrisers, Chennai, not Chennai, Super Kings,
Kolkata.
Kolkata Knight Riders. The Knight Riders is in the West Indies Premier League.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan owns that
Shah
team
Rukh Khan
too.
owns that team. Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders, I think.
Wow.
Trinbago and
wow.
Tobago Knight Riders. Yes, correct.
So, but these are only the top teams you're talking about who will be able to spread their
Top
like,
teams, no, you'll see one team have two teams in two different leagues. Another team will have in two other leagues. As a whole, they'll have it everywhere.
I feel if RCB wins 1 or 2 seasons, it won't take
They are
time for
going-
them also to venture
They'll
out.
also move.
They
yeah.
have the money.
They have the money anyways.
It's just
Fully.
that they're not relevant right now. That's the only thing.
Crazy. Now, with that, every episode we have this very special section, which is the rapid fire.
Oh,
Okay. So I have few questions with me, and whatever comes to your mind as quick as possible, you can just say it out.
okay.
Okay, both of you, like whatever comes to your mind, you can just say it out. One team in the history of IPL which has entertained the most
RCB.
so far.
RCB. I mean, I'll go with RCB.
MS Dhoni is known to be one of the best finishers in the world. So, in the history of IPL, which has been that game where he just took the crowd,
Oh,
took
He's
the
done
crowd
it
out.
against RCB once. Killed us.
What was that game?
I
If
think
you
they were
remember.
4 down or something. Our man came, took the match away from us.
And RCB was like actually in the state to
Winning,
win
yeah.
that.
there was this thing where the CSK was banned for 2 years and Dhoni was leading Rising Pune Super
Yeah,
Giants.
yeah.
And they had a match against Kings 11 Punjab where Akshar Patel was bowling. They needed 26 of the last over, six balls. He finished it.
Last over,
25-26.
and he finished it.
Akshar
I
Patel.
think
Akshar
19
Patel.
something was
No, no,
required.
no. 20 plus they needed, I'm sure. And Akshar Patel was bowling. After they won the match, Akshar Patel was like, too good. This guy is too good. And you go see that six balls. You go see a uncut version of the six balls. He's so calm. He's just knew it. Okay, I'm going to win this match for my team. I just knew it.
I think Harsha Bhogle says it, no? If Dhoni is batting, the pressure is not on Dhoni, it's on the bowler.
Yeah.
It's true only.
I always, sometimes just before the IPL, I go on these CSK winning matches and then trophies and then Dhoni's innings and whatever, and that inning always comes on top. It's a great inning. I always admire that inning. It's so good. Like it's not easy to hit the ball at will where you want it. How good can you be?
Can you be? So, in the history of IPL, which has been the most heartbreaking moment for the fans?
ABD retiring. I don't know why he retired, bro.
For RCB, it's just there. I think 2016 finals, very heartbreaking for RCB.
Oh, yeah.
That was our
Sunrisers,
season.
no?
Yeah, against Sunrisers. That was our season. That
Against
was our
Sunrisers.
match.
Oh.
That was everything. That was ours. Very heartbreaking.
And like what happened towards the end?
We lost the finals. We had a good start. Towards the end, we just lost a lot of wickets back to back.
Oh my god! And that is the closest RCB has ever been to, right? I think RCB has been to finals only,
Twice.
Wait, at this season, Kohli scored 4 centuries.
which is that one team. So there are few teams which have been ruled out of IPL. Okay, like legally, not legally, whatever. So which is that one team which has been ruled out of IPL? And if you have to get that one team back to IPL today, which would that team be?
Deccan Chargers.
Under Gilchrist, Deccan
Bro.
Chargers under Gilchrist. That team was ruthless. So I think they won
Bro.
the second season, if I'm not wrong, against Chennai. I think the finals.
No,
was.
Yeah.
against RCB.
Second season was Deccan.
Oh,
that
second
was,
season was the
yeah,
finals against.
Yeah, they lost that match also. But Deccan Chargers was ruthless under Gilchrist. If there's one man who comes very close to understanding the game awareness, as well as Dhoni, Gilchrist.
Gilchrist.
Too good.
He's the
So
best
good.
wicketkeeper batsman to ever play that game.
He was really good.
Fuck, what
And
a
not just
team,
for
bro.
Deccan Chargers, even for Australia. like,
Who were the
brilliant.
top players on that team that time?
See,
Rohit
there was
Sharma,
yeah.
Andrew Simons.
Oh my god!
Bro, like that
Too
team
good.
was
The team was
mad,
brilliant.
bro. That team was too good.
they
Even
had-
Dale Steyn was
Yeah,
there.
they had Dale Steyn.
Oh,
What
a
are you
team.
saying?
Yeah, they had.
Damn good
See,
team.
I mean, he didn't make it a lot too big, but there's a guy called Venugopal Rao. There
Rao.
was a guy
Oh.
called Paul Walthati. I think he played for Deccan Chargers. or
And
Punjab.
then
he played for
later
Deccan
Paul
Chargers, I
Lalit
think.
plays for Kings 11 Punjab. He scores 100 in the finals, I
Yeah.
think. Bro, but Deccan Chargers as a team, I really miss that team,
So
bro. Really miss that team. It was.
What was the main reason of them being ruled out?
I think they got bought over by SRH.
Hmm.
I think that's what happened.
I think they should just they should have kept the name Deccan Chargers and played.
But that jersey also I miss.
Yeah, it's
The,
good.
the only reason this guy Rohit Sharma has won more trophy than Dhoni is because he won it
from
with
Deccan Chargers.
Deccan Chargers in
yeah.
the second year.
I mean, he was not leading, but as a player, he won it.
He was a player in that. Yeah.
Oh, that is why it is known that Rohit Sharma has more trophies. than-
6, I think he has
Six.
6, and CSK has 5.
So, in the history of IPL, which has been the biggest scandal so far?
Scandal, I think it has to be the
Yeah,
RR and CSK 2-year ban and whatever happened there.
I think that
Yeah.
to have like the top management or someone from the board of
Yeah.
the team be involved in betting is
Yeah, and to ban a champion team, something like imagine how bad it would have been, like whatever happened on a level where the BCCI had to ban 2 teams.
Two
so
teams.
it's not easy.
And they never played after that.
means
No,
they
No, I
played-
mean that season when they banned. So the next season, for how long?
two seasons,
Two
2 years
seasons.
they were not.
but the players were still playing.
The players can go to other teams, but the
Yes.
team name cannot be
No, the team is
Those
just
teams
outside. The
can't
team
be.
is
Those teams
those 2
can't.
teams are banned for 2 years
banned
basically.
for 2 years.
They had 2 new teams during Rising
Pune
Pune
Super
Super Giants and Gujarat
Lions.
Gujarat Lions.
We had one more team extra, I think, one season, Kerala Blasters.
Kerala Blasters, a football team. Da.
Hey, no, sorry, Kochi Tuskers. Sorry, my
Ah,
bad.
No, but now
It's okay, that team is forgetful.
now when you talk about Kerala Blasters, this is the last question.
Oh,
now.
there is another scandal around Kerala Blasters. Did you guys know that they haven't played a lot of their players? They haven't paid a lot of their players. Even today, I think in some interview, Srishant says that he still hasn't received.
Kerala, who are you
no,
talking
no,
about?
Kochi
Sorry,
Tuskers,
Kochi Tuskers,
Kerala.
Kerala.
Kochi, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So they
haven't
still haven't got paid for that.
paid. Yes, they have a lot of dues pending.
So that they came in only for one season, if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong.
One or
one
two,
season.
I think.
What, 2?
One? I don't know. I don't remember, but I mean, there's a reason we don't remember the team also.
Right. Okay, now this is the last question before we end this podcast. Cricket in India is at a very high level compared to any other sport. Okay, when we talk about football as well. Okay, I want to understand why is that happening, because when we talk about monetarily, or we talk about with regards to the viewership, we talk about with regards to the sponsorships, why is there such a gap between cricket and any other sport in India?
You have to take, I think roughly there are around 10 names that we'll have to take. You will have to take Kapil Dev's name,
Yep.
the 1983 winning team. A lot of credit goes to them,
It started from there, you mean to say?
Yes,
hands down.
definitely. Because to go and win the World Cup where West Indies dominating world cricket, where West Indies is injuring, killing players by bouncing
Yeah,
them
yeah,
out,
yeah.
to go over there and play with a half helmet
Even
with
that
no
year,
gears
they,
and go and win the World Cup
yeah.
is not easy.
Wow.
It's a, bro, Sunil Gavaskar never used to wear a helmet while facing like all of these guys, bro.
And that time there was no
Bouncer limit.
Bouncer
no,
rule.
there was, yeah, bouncer rule, and there were no devices to measure the pace, and these people bowlers used to bowl at 160 plus.
Yeah.
They were strong,
Yeah,
tall,
yeah, yeah.
hatta katta bowlers.
Yeah.
So, and with no
Also think about
protected
it,
gear.
like
So
these guys are
yeah,
6'3" ish, 6'2",
Yeah,
6'3"
yeah.
ish,
And the ball is,
and they'll jump. So let's take 6'4", 6'5", and the ball is again at a 6'7". It'll look like some ghost is like some giant is jumping towards you.
and we Indians are not that tall.
Sunil Gavaskar.
And then that starts from there, and then comes Sachin Tendulkar era. Sachin Tendulkar, what he did. See, why I feel there's this gap between cricket and football is
not only football but any other sports.
sport
Yeah.
is
I think the
because
second biggest sport in India is football.
I think it's hockey, no?
I'm not very
Maybe
sure.
maybe
football, hockey. I
Football
don't
or
know.
hockey. I
hockey. Yeah.
think I is because I don't think any other sport has been successful in pulling out such idols on
Sportsmen.
that level,
Sportsmen.
sportsmen, where people idolize them. Yeah, Sunil Chetri is one now, but if you take someone 15 minutes down the other end, who was there? No one was
No
there.
one.
I think Baichung Bhutia came very close, but
But it was very
very,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah.
minimal time.
Yes, so for someone to
So the magic that
yeah,
kind of that 1983 that team did, where there were nobody, uh, if you see the movie, there are some instances which are true that they did not even get. So there was a point where they wanted two extra tickets. The BCC, the board or the people were requesting two extra tickets to watch the finals, and the England board did not give it. They said no. Today we're at a place where we say if we don't want to play a cricket in that ground or in that country, everybody will shut up and play where we want them to play.
Champions Trophy.
Hands down. I think we should bully them even more. Like I don't like Joe Root. Fucker bat on one leg. I think we should bully them even more.
and not just that. Wherever India plays around the world, they play according to Indian timings.
Yeah.
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 And especially India Pakistan game is always on the weekend.
Has
And
to be,
not
no?
just that, when the T20 World Cup happened in the US and West Indies, it happened according to Indian timing. 7:30, 7 o'clock match starts used to start in the evening.
So
That
this
is the
is
power
what.
BCCI holds right now.
So exactly, this is the power that BCCI holds, and they are like they can just
They should.
tell
They
it.
should. I think for a very long time they were also on the other end of it, no? On the receiving end. So they should.
And along with that, recently, like Champions Trophy, people also were discussing this online that because India had the front foot of playing only in one ground throughout the tournament, they
There were reasons why we couldn't play in other
absolutely, I
tournament
think
in another
there were
grounds.
other reasons.
But yeah, bro, they'll cry. Let them cry.
Yeah, see, Pakistan to wherever we were playing was not that far, maximum 1.5 hour flight. So it's not a lot of travel for anyone. And
Anyway,
also, when India played the World Cup in India, we were the team that traveled the most around
Yeah,
India.
yeah.
We were
Nobody
the
seems to
team
bring that
that
up.
we had, I think, 8, 9 matches. We played it in 8, 9 different
Yeah.
grounds.
wow.
Other teams played 2, 3 games at the same ground. No one complained then.
Do you see the Indian team go to England and if the ball moves too much or if the grass is like if the pitch is green, you see them complain?
No, no, no.
We don't make complaint boxes, no? We're not creating them. We're creating winners.
It's okay, let them
Let's
cry.
go. So with that, we come to this to the end of this amazing podcast. First of all, thank you guys. I think you guys were really great. We got really good content.
Yeah.
Okay, which is going to blow up. Okay, and otherwise, thank you for all your inputs to what this is, and I'm just looking forward to this season of IPL, and I'm sure it is going to be one of the one of the most amazing seasons again, and waiting for RCB to win again. So let's see.
Win
Just,
again.
I mean, like perform again with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Win our
with
hearts.
that passion
Oh
and win
God.
win hearts again.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Okay. So with that, like just last few words before we leave for all the viewers or all
Nothing.
the
I mean,
RCB fans. Okay. Last few words for all the RCB fans.
I
One
mean,
message for all the RCB fans.
don't chicken out. Face whoever bullies you. Face them. Bully them back. It's okay. They might have more valid points, but yeah, don't chicken out. Face them.
Okay, last message for all the CSK fans.
I think you guys know how it is to win. You know what to do. You know how to believe, when to believe. Even if it's not our season, ugly season, we'll do it, no problem. But I'll tell you one thing. We CSK fans, no, I don't know. At least for me, just before the season starts, we get this feeling in our gut. Okay, this is our season. This is our season. And
This year you're not getting that feeling?
I'm getting
RCB
it.
fans also
I'm
get that
getting it.
gut.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it. And more and like it's always come true. So
Let's
I
see.
hope it's true
I
this time
hope
too.
the
I hope
best.
my gut track record stays 100%.
I really hope the best team wins, that is RCB.
Yeah. I hope they win too, bro. I really hope they win.
Okay, guys, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
So this is
Thank
Unset Feeling with Shanky, and thank you for coming in.
thank you for having
Thank you
us.
so much.
I hope you enjoyed the episode and I hope you learned something from this episode. To watch such more episodes in the future, so don't forget to subscribe our channel on YouTube and Instagram. And with that, we are going to give you amazing content in the future with amazing guests. So until then, see you.